Hey guys, this is Allison from Allykat Creations. How are you? I am taking all of my TikTok videos and squishing them together in sections. So if you're not on TikTok but would like to enjoy what I put out for other people in messaging, they're short little clips, but they're all together. Please go check out this video so that you can see the messages that I give for others. If you are on TikTok, Ally, KAT211 is my handle. And it would be awesome if you can support me there. I unfortunately don't know what I'm doing with this channel or all my other social medias. I'm getting very burnt out financially. I'm not making anything, which is great, and that's fine, but things are hitting home really hard again. So any support would be fantastic. Don't worry if you can't, but getting that like, share, and subscribe out is the most important for me at this point in time. I want to thank all of my subscribers and all the people that watch me and gain some knowledge and wisdom from me. I am so happy to have you in my life. It is beyond measure how important all of you are to me. And I'm going to continue pushing forward with what upstairs missioned me and missioned myself to do here on this planet, as I'm trying to redefine what abundance and what means of making it in this 3D world looks like. It's getting harder and harder. And I hit that rock bottom 2 years ago, and it's coming back at me again with me putting in effort every day. So I don't know where I need to change or what direction I need to fly into, but here's a new way of going about things: TikTok shorts and videos. So I hope you guys enjoy. Thank you for your support and enjoy. Bye for now.
Blessings and grand rising, everybody. This is Allison from Allykat Creations. How are you? This is a channel message I got last night and into this morning. I got validation big time. This is for all the souls who go in your heart alignment and know for a fact, know it innately, that you're not coming back as a human. You're not coming to repeat another cycle. You are done here as human. And as we come to that grip of understanding that you're not coming back, what is happening is that we are cycling through the karma. All the relationships, our parents, our family, our romantic relationships, co-workers, and people that you owe debt to in karmic ways, or they owed you karmic debts. You are the one that put them on their path. You're the one that suffered in pain. All of these are learning experiences. All of these are releasing the karma that will no longer serve you. Give compassion to these people, places, and things that no longer serve you. They're karmic. They're here as a cycle to help them, put them on the path. Most of us are angels, and different forms of angels and different forms of beings. And we all volunteer to come here, and we accumulate karma. We accumulate whatever, magnetism, to certain people for certain reasons. Once you can see that you released this karma, you're going to be rebirthed and transformed into your highest timeline, where you can move on with the life that you were meant to be in. The timeline you're meant to be in. For half of my life, I didn't understand why I was in abusive, painful people that I thought cared about me never said a damn word to me. Hurt me and shattered me into a million pieces, but that was only to build myself back up and give myself empowerment for self-love. As a human, We don't necessarily see these things all the time. We're not made aware of them. People come into our lives for a reason. There is no not reason for it. There is a reason. A lot of the times for us on the higher vibratory state, we're the ones trying to help them see something, clear something up, diminish a cycle. And when you see things starting to repeat a little differently, because everybody's situation, circumstances are different, each relationship you enter, no matter what the relationship is, when you have that innate alarm bell that something is off, something is wrong, usually you're right. And we need to clear that and move on to the next timeline, into the bigger and better scenario for us. However that's going to play out, divine orchestration. I'm going through this right now. It's really tough. It's very painful to know when you invest so much out of yourself, because some of us love really hard, and even though you don't say it, you speak it, your actions speak louder than words. And when you don't get a return, it's painful. When you don't have someone that you had their back, they don't have your back, it is absolutely heartbreaking. But we move on and we learn how not to be the next time. So for those of you who know you're not coming back here, we are clear delete all of that karma, all of those timelines, all of those concurrent lives with those people, places, and things that no longer serve you. You are moving on to your highest and greatest. At least stair-stepping into that frame of mind. That is something that Spirit wanted me to deliver today, because a lot of people are going through the thick of a dark night of the soul. A lot of people are going through very heavy things to clear. Know that you're on the right path. Release, heal, and you will be better for it. Because we ain't coming back. We deserve this graduation. We earned it. So guys, sending you each love, light, compassion, grace, shielding and protective energy. Please be the shoulder for someone today. Please be the lighthouse. Seed your truths and know that you are worth it. Forgive those people, for they know not. Give compassion and love to what you had to release, because it was just an experience. And it's for you to learn from. And I'll see you on the next one. Bye for now. Blessings and grand rising, everybody. This is Allison from Allykat Creations. It is downpouring outside, so I happen to be inside today. The movie. We all wrote this script together. You write your individual script for who shows up in your life, the catalysts, all the things on all the billions of timelines that you wrote for yourself. Obviously, we can quantum jump and change the timeline, but the movie as a humanity kind of sticks to the program with shifts also as it jumps timelines. But there's certain things before we actually physically all shift, and this is not happening for a very long time, by the way. And that's just my estimation, and when I go into my heart space, this movie is just that. When you allow your outside world to dictate what is being projected from your mind, your thoughts become things. So if a narrative is being steered, and you're capturing what everything from the outside is telling you without going inside, how do you know how real that actually is? As of yesterday's events, so many people are not going inside their heart space, not seeing the movie for what it is, and getting sucked in hook, line, and sinker. And it's because we're humans. We throw our emotions at so many things, and we really need to stop doing that. Stop throwing your energy at everything and anything, because it's a waste. This is a movie being played out. This is to help people wake up. Once you are aware of that fact, look objectively at the world that you are witnessing. What actually makes sense? Logic and rational sense. I'm not asking you to take sides. I'm not asking you to pick anything. But I'm asking you to objectively analyze your reality and what you are allowing to be fed inside your mind, your unconscious, your subconscious. A lot of people are still not doing those things. Spirit wants me to remind everybody that this is just a movie we all wrote. Calm down. People are going to die each and every day. And no matter how famous they are, why are we putting people on pedestals in the first place? Everybody has a role, and we all play them. Stop judging. Stop pointing fingers. There's some good Chinese proverbs about that we need to take into consideration. But we wrote this script. You write the script to your life. You write the script. Everything is written down. And you, depending on your vibratory state, get to jump those timelines. But that doesn't mean you didn't write those lines. You totally did. Everything is shifting, like I said yesterday. The ending of karmic cycles is here for many of us who are not coming back in physicality in a human form again. We're ending it. We're ending all the ties to the old world, to the old life, to the old everything, because we're quantum leaping into a timeline we wrote for the new self. So a lot of things look crazy right now in the world. The earth is doing the same thing as we speak. It's the dark night of the soul of humanity, and we're going through a lot of tower moments, but we wrote these. So once you recognize that, now you could put your will and intention into being more productive on how we can shift the larger mass to this big timeline that we're all starting to stair-step to. We're ending it all. It's just a movie. Feed your energy in the right places. Go within and align, and you'll be okay. Sending each and every one of you love, light, compassion, grace, shielding, and protective energy. Please go inside yourselves. Please. Be the shoulder for somebody to lean on. Be the lighthouse. Seed your truths. And I hope all of you have a blessed day. Bye for now. Blessings and grand rising, everybody. This is Allison from Allykat Creations. How are you? We had really wicked storms here last night. Being the active player in your movie, I talked about the movie yesterday, is you're on God's stage. You are having an experience that you signed up with God with, right? You had a little round table with your spirit guides, your higher selves, all the essences that make you up, all the people that differentiated out of you that are here for your story, and you're there for theirs. And you sign up with a compendium of people. And then you get incarnated and you forget. Now, when I say the world is a movie, you are technically playing a role so God can experience itself. Each of us are individualized with different likes, different preferences, different languages, different countries, a whole compendium of things that make us different. We're all playing different roles. We all have a service, either to ourselves or to other people. Some of us are artists. Some of us are musicians. Some of us build buildings. all of us composed together make up this big grand stage called the world. And each of us have a role to play out on this existence, on this stage. Are you being an active star of your movie? Or are you sitting back and letting the movie happen for you and not doing much to participate in it? If you looked at life like a movie, you have your supporting roles, you have your main roles, you have stand-ins, you call those the NPCs. Why are we steering away from the fact that this is a simulation? We are light. It's reflected from us. Our thoughts create things. We can change a movie at any time because we have choice. But we wrote those timelines, so we think we have free will to say, oh, I'm just going to jump and shift. I'm going to change the game. I'm going to change my job. You wrote that for yourself already. You wrote that for yourself. You don't realize it. You don't remember it. If you were to do the Akashic records like a lot of people do, I don't see anything in my Akashic records. You know what I see? Just light. I go and ask my higher selves. It's just light. There's no form to any of it. I could scroll through books and books and books. It's all potentialities. We wrote these potentialities. Why hasn't nothing happened yet? Because we keep shifting timelines, parallel Earths. We're always shifting. We're vibrating constantly. So when you can understand that you are the game changer in your own movie, that your choices do affect the outcome, it's just affecting the timeline that you're shifting into. Are you sitting back with the popcorn watching everybody play a role, or are you being an active participant in your movie? Are you starring in your movie? What are you doing? So these are the things that we need to take into consideration when people like me say it's a movie. It's yeah, real people die, and that's what they wrote for themselves. There's mission spirits out there. There's people on a mission. All serves a purpose. There's no coincidences. So why, when we objectively look at the world outside of us, we question if it's all meant to happen in succession, in divine accordance, depending on the timeline that we're all sitting in, then I don't understand why everybody's questioning things. You should already know it within you when it comes to specific events that have just occurred. Look inside of yourself to know the truth, play, and be the active star in your movie, because it's God at the end of the day. Go within and make sure that you're playing the best role at all times in your highest excitement, as Bashar would say. And I hope to see you guys on the next one. Sending each and every one of you love, light, compassion, grace, shielding, and protective energy. Please go within, be the shoulder, be the lighthouse, seed your truths. And please, for all of those in the Midwest like myself, please be safe with these storms and have a nice one. See you on the next one. Bye for now. Blessings and grand rising, everybody. It's morning somewhere. It's Allison from Allykat Creations. How are you? I like to walk people through the methods and modes of things that I use as tools to navigate mental gymnastics. And last night we had tornado sirens going off and a lot of damage and stuff happened. Thankfully nothing really serious in this area, but I just woke up in a really cranky, moody, not the best mood. As I'm doing the introspection and I'm looking at my relationships with people, you know, when you hit at a point where it's like a free fall, rock bottom kind of thing, and you do a lot and for me, I expend a lot of my energy helping others without any financial gain, without any expectations for anything back. that's normally my thing. I'm a nice person and I do a lot for others, but when you hit hard times, you kind of take a step back to see really who is actually there to be your support and your rock. And I'm not finding the people that I actually physically help to be there. It's usually other people, strangers, angels, that come and do that for me. It's really devastating sometimes to think that you're a good person and people aren't just the nicest back to you. But I had a lot of going on in my mind and I needed to clear it, so I did something different today. I went to the Region Cat Cafe in Northwest Indiana. It's down the block from my house. A long block, but still down the block. Look how cute this is. And I donated Morgan's kidney food. I had a cat that had kidney disease. She died in April. And I thought it was time for me to start looking for another companion. I obviously don't have anybody. It's just me. So I had somebody. That person just totally said, F you, girl. We'll see what happens. I'm giving space. But I need somebody. I need a hug. And a cat can do the same thing. So I had time in a kitty room with all the kitties. I had a lemonade. I had so much fun. And it was such a stress relief. It's something that I don't ordinarily would ever do. But I went to have an experience. I went just for me. I went to have fun and to de-stress and just be a kid and sit on the floor and pet cats and have fun and watch other kids have fun with cats. And it was a beautiful, like, hour to be in there. And I found one cat that I put adoption papers in for today that I'm hoping that they will accept and I can have a cat. She's really cute. She's a tuxedo like Morgan, a little different though. So I'm hoping that works out. Spirit is really wanting me to say, find the things that bring you joy. You know, for me, I just moved out here. I'm not affiliated with people. I don't know much of anything around here besides what people give me recommendations. And it sucks sometimes doing things yourself when you're in a strange place. But today was the perfect opportunity that Spirit nudged me, like, get the hell out of the house, girl. You need to clear your head. Let's go play with cats and you'll be happy. And it did the trick. So if you ever find yourself having like a day, like those moments that you're like, and playing the mental gymnastic game in your head, it's always a good idea to find something or something different that you haven't done that you're interested in exploring and go explore it. Because you're making the change, you're putting action into motion, and you don't know what will come out of it. Be optimistic. I had a beautiful day, and I hope to get a kitty out of it. So just take some of that as, just give yourself a permission slip once in a while when you need that self-care, when you need to just clear your mind. Go find something that you could do in your local area, even if it's going to the park and sitting on a swing, that will just get you in a different mindset, in a different mind space, so that you're not flipping around, going crazy in there. Sending each and every one of you love, light, compassion, grace, shielding, and protective energy. Please go within, be the shoulder, be the lighthouse, seed your truths, and know that it's okay to be a kid and it doesn't matter how old you are. So I hope you all have a beautiful and fantastic day. Bye for now. Blessings and grand rising, everybody. This is Allison from Allykat211. Another tool from upstairs. In my tears. In my tears, a million memories shed. In my tears, a scream, a release, tension easing. In my tears, my heart screams, 100 sword stabs. In my tears, each drop a form of the old leaving. In my tears, drop down to my knees, calling on the angels. In my tears, I try to let go. In my tears, I want to be heard, but silence falls. In my tears, grasping for breath. In my tears, my cheeks are rosy red. In my tears, the pain I still feel. In my tears, the battle of frustration. In my tears, no one sees. In my tears, you see all my fears. In my tears, life becomes a standstill, the clock stopped ticking. In my tears, my body numb, washed with despair. In my tears, I punch the outside world. In my tears, the peace and calm starts rushing in. In my tears, the release is near. In my tears, my breath is on chill. In my tears, the box is empty. In my tears, the angels lift me up. In my tears, it all washed away. A moment to hold it, a moment for the flow, to let it all go. Things are subsiding, a deep sigh is near. Let it go with the tears. In my tears, it begins inside, a spark of joy. In my tears, it turned to happy, unconditional love. In my tears, it's for breakthroughs and elevation. In my tears, it's to be thankful. In my tears, our emotional response. In my tears, I prefer the joyous ones. In my tears, I allow to let it flow, whether it be out of pain to release or overwhelming joy. Let the tears just be. In my tears, a healthy start to feel. In my tears, may the slow healing start. In my tears, my real passions ignite. In my tears, I feel that's what it's all about. In my tears. So whether you're crying or releasing out of joy, because we can cry when we're happy, whether it's out of pain, loss, grief, make sure you're feeling it. You're going into that moment and you're allowing it to come and flow out of you. It is a release, whether it be of sadness or of joy. It's something that is natural within us to do, and so many times we refrain from doing it because others would say you're weak. And I say, no, you're not. You're not weak. You're strong. Sometimes we need that kind of release. So give yourself the permission slip to have a good cry every once in a while. Doesn't matter if you're male or female. It's healthy. And just know that wherever your tears come from, let it flow. Because whether it be a release or something exciting happening, you know you're alive and you know you're feeling. You are human. And it's a beautiful emotional state to be in when you can have that kind of feeling inside. So allow it. Don't hold it back. And I hope to see you all on the next one. Sending each and every one of you love, light, compassion, grace, shielding, and protective energy. Please go within. Be the shoulder. Be the lighthouse. Seed your truths. And know you are worthy. Know that it's okay to cry. Sometimes we need that release. Sometimes when good things happen, it shows how passionate you are. So until the next time, guys, thank you for your support. See you on the next one. Bye. Blessings and grand rising, everybody. This is Allison from Allykat Creations. Are you anchoring your energy? I had a beautiful conversation yesterday with another friend of mine who basically had this conversation with me about anchoring. When we start becoming invisible around our friends, our family, the spiritual enlightenment, the development of higher consciousness starts building up, and your frequency rises, and a lot of things start falling away from you. And not to say to leave these people behind, but most of us are anchors. Most of us are light workers. Most of us are grid workers to some capacity. We all have different roles in that too. When you start becoming more involved in your own self-love, self-care, and you're going out into nature and you're just spending time amongst the beauty of nature, you start anchoring and grounding your energy into Mother Gaia, into her consciousness, and you become a beacon of light, not only to help her ascend, but to help yourself with the ascension process. It's a stair-step process. So many people have a different opinion and a different perception about what ascension looks like, and each of us is going to look a lot different. I don't judge anybody on what they perceive as they're moving on up. I just try to help navigate through the different emotional sets, the cycles, and all that fun stuff. But make sure you are anchoring your energy, you're grounding, you're doing the self-work that is needed, because there is a war spiritually going on. A lot of people showed me some things the last couple of days with a lot of bruising. A friend of mine had a tree branch, no storms, everything was great, almost slam into him, and the negative thought forms are trying to stop a lot of us. Don't give up. I know things are very chaotic on this outside world, but shield, ground, anchor in that light, because Mother Gaia needs you more than ever right now. I hope that there are more of us out there that are willing to be active participants in speaking what's going on, drawing more people in that have experiences but don't want to talk about it or feel like they don't have a person to talk to. That's why you are the lighthouse. You're drawing people in, seeding the little truths that you have or your abilities, sharing them with people freely, seeing how they respond, and if they're open enough, some people will start talking, and we need more of that. And that's another way to anchor in the light. When more people do the inner work and heart align within themselves, they're going to start coming out of their shell. They're going to start activating. And the more of us that can do that, the quicker this paradigm will shift. And it's just shifting a little bit, and it's shifting a little bit as we keep shifting majorly. More and more people are going to jump on board, and for a lot of us, some of us who feel very invisible right now, and not necessarily alone, but physically, in the physicality of being human, a lot of us do feel alone. So when we draw in that light and we're shining it through, more people are going to find you. So just get ready. We all knew this was going to happen. We have an innate knowing. Anchor your light. And make sure you shine. Make sure you do the work inside, and give yourself compassion, because not every day you're going to wake up in a great mood like I was yesterday. But today I'm pretty okay. And I'm going to sit. It's beautiful out here. I'm going to sit and read a book and make some videos for my channel. Sending each and every one of you love, light, compassion, grace, shielding, and protective energy. Please go within. Be the shoulder for somebody. Be the lighthouse. Seed your truths. And I hope to see you guys on the next one. Bye for now. Blessings and grand rising, everybody. This is Allison from Allykat Creations. Today I'm going to do an oracle card reading, because I think a lot of people need some awesomeness. We have Cupido de Salvi. It is time to let go. Things are working out in their own way. Trust that your heart is wise and is leading you on a soul healing journey and the right spiritual path. Spirit wants to bring you a blessing and resolution. but you must let go and allow it to happen. Events are unfolding according to a higher plan. Even if your plans are going awry, know that all will come together at the right time and in the best way possible. Surrender your struggle and hold on to your faith. And I think with the planetary alignments and all that's going on right now, we're in the thick of things. We really are. We're in the thick of things. And when you let go and give hope, have hope, things will start transpiring for you, and not focusing on the negative self-talk, the negative things and everything that could go wrong. Things are going to go wrong. That's for you to learn from. But if you think you are alone, you are not. We are beside you in all challenges that you face. Trust that outside sources will always be working with you to ensure the best outcome in every situation. We have your best interests at heart. We love you. Spirit, count all your blessings, even the small ones. Show gratitude and appreciation for all that you have in your life and all that has yet to come into it. Your best days are still ahead of you. Isn't that a wonderful thought? So a lot of us are going through a humongous metamorphosis and transformation right now. Things are unsure and unclear, and we don't know what the path is going to look like for many of us. We can only look for the signs from the universe and the symbols that they show us to lead and guide us. But when we have those blessings and know that they're here, have faith. Whatever you have been putting off, don't procrastinate any longer. Tackle that long overdue project. You will feel better once you begin. Start with one thing at a time. Thoughts and ideas not acted upon are just lying in wait. You could do this. Opportunity. We are all presented with opportunities and are expected to flow with the currents that come our way. Drawing this angel card suggests something is now being made available to you, and it is up to you to see it to your greatest advantage. Be alert, be aware, and be prepared. You can, of course, make your own opportunities. If you knock on enough doors, one will inevitably open for you. So you are also reminded to persevere, for it may be that a door which was previously locked has now been opened a crack. Quieten your mind and ask the angels to help you. I am ready for all opportunities. Serenity. Serenity bestows inner peace, tranquility, and calmness of mind. When you feel serene, you are your own person, for nothing and no one can bother or upset or influence you. You are like a calm, clear lake, beautiful and peaceful to be with. Your quiet radiance brings hope and support to those who come within your aura. You attract respect and love from others, for all are calmed by you. As you become deeply serene and still, you connect to the higher powers of the universe for divine guidance, and your path in life becomes smooth and flowing. Quietly ask your angels to hold you in serenity. I am serene and still. And I think when we get to this serene and still place, a lot of what is in the stalemate, in the unknown, starts to become known. Each day you go into the silence, you reflect on all the gratitude, all the things you have, the small little things. Your day becomes brighter because you are thankful for everything that you have, and you have gratitude for it. And thanking the universe each and every day. So I hope that helped, guys. Sending each and every one of you love, light, compassion, grace, shielding your protective energy. Please be the shoulder. Go within. Be the lighthouse. Seed your truths. And thank you all for your support. For how little or small, I hope my words give you some inspiration today. Have a nice one. Bye for now. Blessings and grand rising, everybody. This is Allison from Allykat Creations. How are you? The Schumann residence has been spiking, as it always does here and there. this is nothing new to a lot of us. But what my spirit guides and higher self wanted me to capture is when it spikes, and I don't read the chart every day, and I only look at it when I start feeling a certain way, to take notice of that, to be cognizant in the moment of it. Because I get very energetic depending on the cycle and the planetary alignments. I get super energetic and cleaning. I like to organize. I like to clean my space when the shifts happen. I get very intuitive in my creativity. So Spirit wants you to think about when it spikes, if you're noticing that all of a sudden you're getting the energy to clean or to create, or that you want to go on an adventure. Take note of what you're feeling in that present moment as you're feeling the spikes happening. Are you more tired? I know some spikes, I'm exhausted, and I make sure that I take self-care and I do a frequency bath, or I rest, or I play with my musical instruments, or I'm meditating. I'm doing things to rest, recoup my energy. But there are some other times that I am zipping through the house, organizing and putting things away and getting all excited. So take note of those energies and use it to your fullest potential during those spikes. Because usually after, in the lull period, when the spike comes down and a few days after, you're going to feel the energy, but you also have to take into consideration that you're getting your downloads. You're filtering through the energy. If we got all this energy that came at us at once, again, we would be on Unsolved Mysteries and human combustion would be a thing all over the place. But our higher selves and our DNA and our etheric body kind of encapsulates those downloads, and then slowly you start getting them. You start having your aha moments. You start having clarity in your life. It could be the very minute thing, but it's still clarity to an extent. So when you're more in the moment, in the cognizance of the Schumann resonance, I don't live by it. I don't steer my life by it, but I know when I start getting to pick up energy of cleaning and organizing and creating, I check my app and there it is. There's a spike. So if we can use the astrology to help us with our moods, with what we should be doing, what we need to be looking out for, we can use the Schumann resonance as a tool to aid us in the present moment. Oh, there's a spike going on. Okay, how do I feel? Check in with yourself. Okay, yeah, I feel energy. Like, let's catch up on some chores, or let's create a painting, or make some music, or make poetry, whatever it is that you do. Use these tools for embettering yourself. Self-care. Make sure you're grounding. Make sure you are doing what you need to do for self-love. Sending each and every one of you love, light, compassion, grace, shielding, and protective energy. Please go within. Be the shoulder for somebody physically. Be the lighthouse. Seed your truths. And I hope to see you on the next one. Thank you all so much. Bye for now. Blessings and grand rising, everybody. This is Allison from Allykat Creations. How are you? I listened to something very profound that hit me so hard in a good way, but holy shit. So I listened to Brian Scott. He read a new person I haven't heard before, channeling the Arcturians and what is to come with the shift. Going through the dark night of the soul that a lot of us are still going through and experiencing a lot of trauma. If you are a starseed or a light worker or a way shower, whatever you classify and label yourself, you've been through a lot of trauma in your life, and now we're clearing and healing this trauma. Have you ever wondered why you chose to have so much heartache and just collapse? The channeling kind of answered that for me, and it was really profound. When we go through trauma and we hit the dark night, we hit the darkness, the abyss, the void, our hearts are ripped out of our chest. That allows us to have room for healing and to bring brighter and bigger light to come into our essence. For many of us, we can hold a lot of frequency and a lot of light in our vehicles, in this body. What they were saying was when we hit those points of darkness, because we are alchemizers, because we can transmute the darkness into the light, every time we have these cycles of collapse, it brings in greater healing, greater light, greater anchoring to Mother Gaia. As we purge, more light comes in. More trauma, more light. The outside world, that is the chaos going on right now, more people are starting to question the paradigm. More people's worlds and their paradigms are collapsing. And they're going to need to find the strength within to transmute and to get better and to heal. That trauma, for whatever that trauma is to you, is a catalyst for you to heal and bring in greater light, greater consciousness, and expansion here. So that was a perspective I was not expecting to hear. It was a perspective that put a lot in for me, where I got to be thankful that I signed a contract that allowed me to have collapse. And yeah, I'm still in the thick of it. It sucks. But as I'm healing, I'm bringing more light into my body. I'm expanding more consciously, looking at more perspective and more growth. And how beautiful can that be? And we choose our catalysts. For me, it hits right here. It hits here, always. It hits here for me. Other people, it comes through other catalysts. But we need to take into account when things do collapse that we need to heal, we need to transmute, we need to do a lot of introspection. And as we're healing, we're also helping Earth, and we're helping the expansion, we're helping the shift to bring in the higher light. So don't look at things not going the right way in your life as the end of the world. It's the end of a paradigm. It's the end of the old system, of the old shit. And now we're here bringing in the new. And if it wasn't because of your trauma and you doing the healing, we wouldn't be at this point. So thank you guys. And I know it's a struggle. I'm in it. But we can do this together. We need to be each other's shoulders. And once you understand it, don't take things so personally. Do the light. Be the light. Expand your light. And this world will be a better place for it. So hang in there, guys. Persevere. Have the strength. Sending each and every one of you love, light, compassion, grace, shielding, and protective energy. Please be the shoulder, the lighthouse, the seed. Be the anchor, and be the strength that we all know you can be. Alchemize your feelings, transmute that pain, and I hope to see you guys on the next one. Bye for now. Blessings and grand rising, everybody. This is Allison from Allykat Creations. How are you? Timeline shifting. It's real. I just got my first evidence yesterday. So, you know, things are tough for a lot of us right now. The world is collapsing. Things are very expensive. Prices are ridiculous. Relationships are floundering. And I decided to do something minute and use a technique that Bashar does, but what other people have kind of offered their wisdom to me. And what I did was I imagined myself in a better timeline, in a specific way with a specific person, that things would change. Now, I did this about a month ago, and now I'm seeing it manifest, that things might potentially be okay. That, I mean, I always have faith in the universe that life is going to be okay, but I'm starting to see the signs of other people benefiting of them doing the work, going within, bettering their lives, and doing what's best for them. And it's so nice to see. And it's being reflected throughout my little community. I'm starting to see progress with certain people shifting into higher timelines, shifting into something that might have taken maybe 5 to 10 years to achieve. It's starting to happen within months. So it's really a beautiful, spectacular time to start experimenting with going inside your imagination, looking at your current life and the circumstances therein, and imagining it shifting on another timeline, pulling from another self that's concurrently working. How Dolores Cannon says, like, that one choice you didn't take, it's playing out somewhere else. Well, it's going to that somewhere else and grabbing that other paradigm that is already playing out. You're just not cognizant of it. Jumping to that timeline, jumping to that other self, and bringing it back into your present moment. It takes time. We're still in 3D limitations and illusion. But man, it could work. You just got to put your willpower and thought process into that. So whatever it is that you want to achieve, a job, I'm going to work on that next, even though I have a job coming, just not yet. That's Sheriff's County. Sheriff's helicopter. I shifted that because I thought when I moved here I was going to get a job, no problem. And it took about a year to find the right person to read my resume to get me in. And I also had to do that kind of imagining of jumping in to another timeline to grab that job for myself. It's not time traveling. It's just meeting up with your other self in another dimensional space, playing out what you didn't choose in this timeline. Now you're going into that timeline and going, well, this timeline ain't working out. Let's go grab that one. And I think it's gonna, we'll see what happens, but I'm starting to see the results of that imagining of jumping timelines and seeing a better future for myself in certain aspects, if that makes sense. So try it. Try jumping on another timeline and grabbing the better potential aspects of yourself, whatever the scenario is that you want for yourself. And, you know, be humble that you're not going to be the millionaire, you're not winning the lottery, you're not, I mean, not that you say you can never win, but try to focus it on something that is obtainable. We're still not there in the instant manifestation part of ascension just yet. So be graceful. Sending each and every one of you love, light, compassion, grace, shielding, and protective energy. Please go within, be the shoulder, be the lighthouse, see your truths, and quantum jump into something better, because you never know, the result might be something you're going to be shocked with. And until the next time, guys, thank you for all your support and your gratitude. Bye for now.